Hello, hello. We are about to go. We'll see you guys in a second. Here's a video for you. Yo, 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 what's going on?
We are still here at NADA 2022.
Oh, yeah.
And we have an incredible guest right here. The lovely Lyamen is here with all of us to Brew Solutions. Car guys. It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
It's Frelin Arts, subprime hero.
And it's the one,
the only
Lyamen Savy.
That's
From
right.
3, 2, 1 ignition. What is going on, Lyamen? How do you feel being in Vegas?
Love it. I can probably handle it only in small doses, but it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But I know you're all business when you're here. I mean, you get entertained at night, but you definitely are here to make some things happen. Your product is amazing. We follow it. We love it. We're sponsored by it. We push it, right? We believe that 321 Ignition is the future of automotive when it comes to your website. You better check them out. It is mobile first.
Check them out.
What's going on, Lyamen? This home skillet. This is my homegirl right here. If anybody doesn't know, you better make sure you treat her right because I will hurt you, right? So, but anyway, how you been doing?
My
It's been
big brothers.
That's right. Forever. That's right.
Yes.
So, have you ever been to NADA before?
Only once, because we've only been in automotive for 3 years. So the first year we were in NADA, then of course, pandemic happened. So this is the second time actually.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you like about this time, or what do you see different about this time than last time?
I mean, it's just so great to see people in person finally, right? Get off the Zoom calls and reconnect with everybody face to face. It's been amazing. I'm excited to go out to dinner later tonight with all of our dealer friends and, then go a little bit to Wynn Hotel, Exodus, and party up a little.
Oh, I know she likes that electric music, you know what I'm saying? Like, she does. She gets down. She has fun. She's all the way up from the northwest part of the country, you know what I mean? And they have some great music up that way too, and some great clubs. But hey, we're here in Las Vegas. We're having some fun, and we've had some experiences here together. We've been to a bunch of events. We hadn't been in the same booth. That's why we feel like we're family.
Right.
We've been able to tour the country doing those things. I've seen you speak, and man, you kill it on the stage. You bring so much energy about your product and 321 and what's going on with it right now. I know there's been some changes. Is that something we can talk about today, or is that something we got to talk about later?
Later, maybe.
All right, we'll talk about that later.
It's
But hey,
beans.
the good news is that it's good news, and there's a lot of amazing things happening for you. I love that your company is growing. You guys are getting new clients. You still have Dana over here rocking it. Dana's my little sister too. That's another person. You better do the right. I will hurt you. But anyway, but no, it's exciting to see what y'all are doing out there. Since you've been here, I know you got here yesterday, right?
Yes.
What has been like your goal? Like when you come here, are you here just to meet with dealers? Or are you here to look at other products to be able to team up with? What is your major goal here?
Yeah, actually, all of the above. I love meeting other vendors to think about who else can we integrate with. My goal with 321 Ignition Mobile First Platform is how do we make it stickier? Meaning, like, how do we help consumers do all their research online on a mobile device on our dealership websites instead of like going to Auto Trader, Car Bureaus? Because the more consumers could do research on the dealership website, then they become a more trusted source. Yes. And the higher the trust, as you know, leading to the speed of trust, what happens, Fred?
You make more money and you spend less time doing it. It's
Exactly.
so much more productive, and it's exactly right. Trust is huge. I talk about it all the time. I've talked about it on this podcast during this event multiple times because of that book. I love that book. Thank you, Lyamen, for the suggestion. She's like my guru when I need somebody. Hey, what's the next book I should read? This is who I reach out to, and I appreciate that so much. But that's 100% true. So keep going with that.
Yeah, and so what I'm always looking for is, okay, what other vendors have solutions or information, data that helps consumers do their research on a dealership website that we could integrate with? And we like to do API integrations instead of just adding iframe codes, which slow down the website. It has all kinds of implications. We always look for API integrations. The stickier the dealership website, the higher the trust, the more dealerships then could sell cars at a higher gross profit and faster instead of competing based on who has the lowest price. Because you never want to compete on lowest price. It erodes all of your profit margins, right? no, unless you're a Walmart and you're selling it, millions of cars, which most dealerships are not, you have to compete on experience. And that experience is information. How easy can you make it for consumers to get the information? And so, so we're meeting with a lot of dealers. We're signing up a lot of dealers. And,
I promise you are.
And so, and then of course, who has great information.
There's no doubt, and we're sitting here at the Poly booth, and that's something I know that you're looking for, somebody that can provide that insurance click, right? Something that can be put onto that.
Yep.
I hope you have a conversation with
We actually just did.
Well, I'm glad that you did, and hopefully it's something that can work out. I really believe in what they're doing. I believe in their heart. More important, just like when I met you, it was beyond your product. It was your heart for your product, where your passion was. Watching you speak about your product made me go, that's the product right there, right? And that's so impressive when you can find the person at the top that feels that way. We got to interview their founder, Jeff, yesterday, and man, he's the same way about this business. He's so passionate about what he's doing, but he's also evolving every day. I know that you're evolving every day too. You're always looking for different ways to do so. What's something that you think that your company may evolve to, or maybe may shift here soon? Do you have any idea, or have any thoughts about that?
I mean, when I think about automotive, I think that the future of automotive is going to be all digital.
I agree with you.
We actually have a lot of dealerships who don't even do showrooms anymore. They literally have like a warehouse where they have all the cars, and basically their website becomes their showroom. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Carvana sold almost 500,000 cars last year. Shift, by the way, did you know the Shift, some competitor of Carvana, they're not even calling themselves dealerships or automotive. They're calling themselves, because they're a publicly traded company, on the NASDAQ, they're called a Shift Technology. So the future of automotive is every company is going to become a technology company. And a dealership website is no longer just a business card, it's actually a full-blown e-commerce platform. So
that's crazy.
That's
but it's
true.
true. I mean, look at everything else in life. Everything is a click of a button. You get it, right? We didn't think we'd get our groceries that way, but a lot of people do now. It's like it's very common. If it's in your market, you probably had groceries delivered to your house.
I mean, did you guys know the other day I was doing some research and I saw back in 2014, which is not that long ago if you really think about it, consumers were visiting an average 5 dealerships before buying a car. In 2017, it went down to 2.6. 2019, 2.3. Guess how many dealerships consumers visit now before buying a car?
One, maybe not even.
One. In the car, the dealership they're going to go to.
I was scared to answer that one. I swear.
Actually, the dealership they're walking into is the dealership they're about to buy a car from. They're just doing a test drive. All decisions, everything was done online before they actually walked into the dealership.
And that's amazing, and it's true, and that's what's going on. It's because people are getting their education, so they feel so much more comfortable. They're just ready for a delivery. We talk about Henson Brand a lot. That's somebody that we do a little work with. I know that you're doing some work with them too.
I love
They
Henson
absolutely
Brand.
love you guys. You bring tons of leads for them, and that's something that's important to them. The ROI on their investment is above and beyond. There's a lot of companies that talk about doing things that you do, but none of them are delivering the lead generations that you're bringing. You're doing so many things that are just slightly different, but to the blind eye may not notice it, but to the customer's eye, they feel it because they're clicking less. They're doing more while clicking less on a website. That's important, especially when your website is your number one showroom. That's the place that everybody goes to first to find out if you're the place they want to do business with. Is this the culture I want to go be at?
Yeah.
Is this? And now we can click and just buy. Man, that's pretty convenient for me. Why not do that? I think you're right. I think a lot of things are going digital. I'll throw in a little argument to that, only because I got to, right?
I can throw it in.
Right, is that I believe that there's still got to be some human touch to it.
Well, yeah, there is though.
Right. Yeah, and I agree. Right. So I think we're going to be digital as in transactional, but I think when it comes to where people want to do it, it's got to be something more where you use digital like social, being people so they know your personality, know who you are, and they want to deal with you digitally because you're that person. But they could deal with you like the Henson Brand. You could be in Canada and they'll sell you all the way down from Texas. And bring you the vehicle. So why not do that? Why not have that available at your store?
Yeah, do you know how many of our dealerships actually do that? So Fisher's Imports is another one of our big dealerships. I think over half their sales is actually nationwide. They deliver cars. So the great thing about having a great mobile first website and having great digital presence is that your market expands. It's no longer just within your geo area. And by the way, Henson Brand, as you guys know, they're in a small town of Texas.
Very small.
4,000
Very
people.
small town.
We have to stay in a hotel 30 miles south. That's how small that town is.
All 4,000 of those people are inside of Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
all
Buc-ee's.
of them are in
The
there
only reason
getting
people are there
gas
is because of that Buc-ee's store there.
Deliciousness.
It It is
always.
Their beef jerky is fire.
Yeah. So how is Hanson Brand selling 300 cars a month in a small town of 4,000 people? It's because of their digital presence. People are actually driving God knows how many hours to get to their dealership to buy a car, or they deliver cars.
I see leads from all across the country that they get generated.
We were listening. We were listening to Eric be on the phone with a customer in Louisiana and brewing a solution to take care of her from that distance. We were right there listening to him take the TO, and he handled it like a champ, like a true solutionary true car guy.
There's a reason why Eric is who he is.
What he's doing, yes. But in that just again shows that the limitations to the customer, the availability of solutions for the customer is limitless. The problem is we're limited on the amount of solutions we can actually provide for the customer. So it's important that we open ourselves up to technologies. But you do that for so many, whether you're an OEM approved dealer, whether you are a big Ford or you're an independent, you bring that solution to anybody that needs it.
Yeah, and actually the interesting part is, what's his name? Oh my God, Microsoft CEO. What's his name? I forgot.
Bill Gates.
No, the CEO, the current one.
Oh, I don't know.
Satya.
That guy.
So
yes, that guy.
He was actually just saying, during the pandemic, a lot of companies were going through digital transformation. But some of the industries, they take longer to go through that transformation. But the pandemic accelerated that. And most industries now, they went through what should have taken 7 years into 1 year. But the challenge a lot of times businesses have is going through digital transformation is lack of technology providers to help them go through that transformation. Yeah. And that's actually my goal, is to actually give dealerships the tools they need to successfully transform.
I know you've been dropping that bomb since I've known you. Digital transformation.
I believe in that.
I'm all about that. I scream it out loud. Digital transformation. Bring it. Right, and I love that you're doing that because that's where it's at right now. If you're not transforming into that age of digital, where are you? What are you doing? Why are you being that way? Why not just invest a little bit of time, a little education for your team, get the right tools and products that you can have at your store, have the right perfect website through 321 Ignition. Make sure that that's running for you and you'll be good to go, I promise you. But check them out and make sure you do that because that's where it's at. Digital transformation is happening, like you said. In other industries, it's happened before us. We are speeding it up now, thankfully, but we need to keep it going. Don't let go of that gas and keep pushing hard because if we do, we're going to fall behind again. Don't let the fact that, I think the pandemic's done make you stop doing it. It's not what they want. Customers want it, and they're going to want it more. And the next generation.
I think pandemic changed it forever because the pandemic changed consumers' expectations. There's no going back. The Pandora box has been open now.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And that's 100% right. There's no doubt. When you give somebody something,
you can't take it away.
It's like
giving a kid candy and taking it away.
Well, it's like selling a car. You show somebody the nicest car, and then you have to switch them to the worst car. It's so hard to do that. It's almost impossible most times, but you can find a way. But it's so much easier to show them less and then give them more. It's the best way to do it.
Exactly.
I love it. So, we're having fun at this thing. You've been busy. You get here. I see you running around. You've been having meetings. I've seen you sit down and get up and go. We've had time to talk. But I'm glad that we got to do this meeting and sit down here and talk about what's going on. And I really can't wait to be able to talk about what else is going on in the future. When that happens, we need to have you on the show again.
Yes.
We need to have Lyamen on that show, that Car Guy Coffee podcast, and have some fun.
Yep.
It's always fun with you guys. It's never a dull moment.
Well, we appreciate that, Lyamen. You're like our little sister, like we said, and we'll do anything we can to ever help you. We honor you, and it's so much fun to be working with you. And we even got our number, 321, Frank Lou. So make sure you guys reach out to us if you need any help with the 321 Ignition. If your website's not where you think it needs to be, reach out to us. We'll get you hooked up with them. I'll probably be Dana talking to you because Dana's our go-to. Dana. You know the deal. We love her to death.
Girl.
That's right. She kills the game. She's amazing. But yeah, Lou, what's up?
Well, you all know what's up. We got to make sure that we get this out. So make sure that you tag a car guy, tag a car gal that needs to brew a solution for their website today, because you can't fix what it is that you don't pay attention to. And if you know that your website is something you can't even navigate, well, let's simplify it. Talk to these incredible solutionaries at 321. But Lyman's just fun to talk to. Okay, she is a fun person for you to speak to, for you to talk about what you're doing. And real quick, let's talk about that fun real fast. We're gonna go ahead and slow this down so we can talk about that fun. Because putting in a great idea is one thing. Signing up for 321 Ignition is one thing. That just happened here. Now it has to actually do something back at the store.
Yeah.
What would your advice be for a dealer to be able to bring home to make sure everybody understands what's getting ready to happen inside of our website? What advice would you give a leader that signs up today in order to make sure that this implements successfully at their store?
You know, we actually have a hands-off migration process. And what that means is we really focus on how do we make sure we make this as painless as possible for dealers. Basically, they don't do anything. The only thing the dealership has to do once they sign up, which we have a self-serve checkout. So they go into our website, select the plan they want. We're 100% transparent. Everything's on the website. So there's no gimmicks or anything. So you select the plan, then you put in your credit card. Then it takes, once you sign up, at the confirmation page, it says, okay, we're ready to start building your website. Then it gives them a lengthy questionnaire to fill out, you know, who's your CRM provider, who's your inventory provider, all that stuff. Once they fill out this questionnaire, then our onboarding team calls them up and schedules an onboarding call. The onboarding call is only an hour and a half, and the goal for us is to collect all the information up front, so then that way dealerships could actually focus on selling cars and not have to be worried about, you know, somebody's constantly contacting them. And actually, I've been told by marketing agencies who refer business to us that the clients that refer to us, it has been the easiest onboarding process than any other website provider. That's all.
Love it.
Boom.
We've heard that too.
They make it
We've heard
simple.
that from our
Everything.
clients as well.
They make it easy and quick,
Heck yeah.
and they make sure that you don't have to worry about much.
Now, even, you know what's interesting to me is like, even for example, you know, when we interview a dealership and we ask them like, okay, tell us what makes you unique and different. Tell me about your inventory, things like that. Our cut drivers on the phone, listening, writing down, we're recording the calls. We write everything for them. One of the marketing agencies told me other providers apparently they send you a Word document and say, please fill this out. People hate filling things out. Like, so instead, we try to make like, don't give people anxiety thinking about, oh my God, I have
another task to do. Yeah.
Just get them on the phone, just do a Zoom call, and then just do it for them. Just make it painless. Like dealers, they're distracted by, you know, customers coming in, salespeople needing help, or service technicians needing help. So we do everything for them.
That's incredible. You heard it here, everybody. Smile. You know what it is that you need to do. They're going to keep it nice. They're going to keep it easy as 3, 2, 1, ignite. Let's go, everybody.
3, 2, 1.
That's right. That's what we're doing, everybody. So car guys, car gals, make sure that, again, you participate because they're about to kick us out. So you got to share this around and let them know what to do tomorrow.
They're closing it.
All right, so
minutes. So you folks, we gotta go. We gotta go.
3
We gotta
F's,
wrap this
we know
up.
the deal.
We got that. So you know what to
You've done this
do.
before.
You are an alumni of this. We are gonna forgive, focus, fly, so that we can keep growing. So help us out, Lyamen. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. Keep growing.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much,
Man,
car
what a
guys
great
and car
show.
gals. What an incredible show we've had here. I am Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And I'm Fred Lenartz, subprime hero.
And you've been brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast with the one,
The
the
only
Lyamen Savy.
That's
Thank you
right.
so much. We love you. We love you. We love you.
We love you all.
See you later.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys around the block. Peace.